Good morning, students. In this video, we are going to see about land resources in environmental studies. First, we will see the meaning of land and land resources. Land is a naturally occurring finite resource. It provides the base for survival of living beings. It holds everything that constitutes terrestrial ecosystem. Increased demand on land in modern times due to the rise in human population and resultant activities has resulted in degradation of land quality and quantity and decline in crop production and competition for land. The next one is importance of land resources. So the importance of land is for human civilization, for agriculture, and for they contains huge amount of mineral deposits and underground water, and most of the animals are depend only on land. So land directly or indirectly provides all the resources required to fulfill the basic needs of human like food, cloth and shelter. This is a soil layers. There are different types of soil, each with its own set of characteristics. Dig down deep into any soil and you will see that it is made of layers or horizons. It's called O, A, B, C, R. So put the horizons together and they form a soil profile. So we'll see what is soil profile. Soil profile is a vertical cross section from surface down to the parent materials. A well-developed soil profile shows distinct horizons. The three major horizons are A, B and C horizons. Horizons are sometimes also called zones. The soil profile is important tool for nutrient management on soil fertility, decomposition of weathers and organic matter profile of the soil changes. It is made of distinct layers known as horizons. The five most common horizons are collectively known as master horizons. The study of soil profile is essential for proposed soil structure and for technical descriptions. The next is functions of soil. We'll see what are the functions of soil is the main role in nutrient cycles and agriculture, and then regulate the water and regulate the emissions of gases, degrade pollutants and filter groundwater, producing clay, provide the structural material as brick, cement, etc. Sequester carbon as organic matter. So these are the functions of soil. So next we are going to see what is land degradation. It means the fertility of land supports the growth and productivity of natural vegetations and agricultural crops. A number of natural and man-made factors lower the quality of land. This is commonly referred as land degradations. So in this picture we can see what are the factors which affect your land degradation is overgrazing, overcultivation and deforestation and others. We will see the elaborately in the next slide. It's the causes of land degradation. So what are the causes is the natural factors are heavy rains, high speed wind and storms, natural disasters like earthquakes, floods and drought. These are the factors which affect naturally. And what are the anthropogenic factors which affect your land degradation is mining, urbanization, indiscriminate and uncontrolled removal of trees, excess uses of fertilizers, industrial discharges, overgrazing, soil erosion, So these are the factors which affect to anthropogenic factors. Next we will see what is soil erosion. Soil erosion is removal of topsoil from its resting place by various physical agencies like wind and water. It can be defined as the detachment and transport of the fertile layer of soil by water or air. So it is known as creeping death of land. Next is causes of soil erosion. Next slide we are going to see the important causes of soil erosion. The first one is rainfall and flooding. High intensity of rainstorm is the main cause of soil erosion. 4 types of soil erosions are caused by rainfall: rill erosion, gully erosion, sheet erosion and splash erosion. The raindrops disperse the soil which is then washed away into the nearby streams and rivers. The flowing water during floods also erodes a lot of soil by creating rock cut basins, potholes, etc. Next one is agriculture. The farming practices are the major causes of soil erosion. The agriculture activities disturb the ground. The trees are cleared and the land is plugged to sow new seeds. Most of the soil is eroded during winters. Fine soil particles are eroded by wind. The next is grazing. The grazing animals feed on the grasses and remove the vegetation from the land. Their hoofs churn up the soil. They also pull out plants by the roots. This loosens the soil and makes it more prone to erosion. The next is fourth one is logging and mining. A large number of trees are cut down to carry out the logging process. Trees hold the soil firmly. The leaf litter that protects the soil from erosion, it also lost during logging. Mining activities also disturb the land and leave the soil more prone to erosion. Next is construction. The construction of roads and buildings exposes the soil to erosion. The forest and grasslands are cleared for construction purposes, which exposes the soil, making it vulnerable to erosion. The next is rivers and streams. The flowing rivers and streams carry away the soil particles, leading to a V-shaped erosion activity. The next is heavy winds. During dry weather or in the semi-arid regions, the minute soil particles are carried away by wind to faraway lands. This degrades the soil and results in desertification. The next is effects of soil erosion. The major effects of soil erosion includes loss of arable land. Soil erosion removes the top fertile layer of the soil. This layer is rich in the essential nutrients required by the plants on the soil. The degraded soil does not support crop production and leads to low crop productivity. The next effect is clogging of waterways. The agricultural soil contains pesticides, insecticides, fertilizers and several other chemicals. This pollutes the water bodies where the soil flows. The next is air pollution. The dust particles merge in the air, results in air pollution. Some of the toxic substances such as pesticides and petroleum can be extremely hazardous when inhaled. The dust plumes from the arid and semi-arid regions cause widespread pollution when the winds move. The next is desertification. Soil erosion is a major factor for desertification. It transforms the habitable regions into deserts. Deforestation and destructive use of lands was the situation. This also leads to loss of biodiversity, degradation of soil and alteration in the ecosystem. Last one is destruction of infrastructure. The accumulation of soil sediments in dams and along the banks can reduce the efficiency. Thus, it affects the infrastructure projects such as dams, embankments, and drainage. The next step is how to prevent the soil erosion. So what are the methods of controlling soil erosion? The methods are reduce tillage, control cultivation, stripe cropping, terracing, afforestation on barren land, control of overgrazing, construction of small check dams, promotion of equitable use of water resources, prevention of excavation of rocks. So one of the happiness is that the link between the man and nature shall not be broken. Thank you for watching this video.